Well, this is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
And welcome again to AEWTF podcast. And we're going to be talking today about AEW Dynamite from March 24th, 2021. Of course, in Jacksonville, because it always is in Jacksonville. But also, I saw on a wrestling news site that will remain nameless that they are having house shows starting WrestleMania weekend. AEW is, if you guys didn't see
Does
that.
it rhyme?
Yeah, I think it might just be the one because there's no Friday live event WWE running, so it's only 2 hours away. I think they can get the WrestleMania crowd.
Yeah. I mean, it's what everyone does, right?
Probably not this year.
No, there's still the collective. There's like 16 indie shows in a row with no break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're all going
Wow.
to sell out, though. Like, everybody's going to be dying to go watch a live show.
Yeah. I mean, me and Jason, when we went 2 years ago, we went to the Penis Party. We tried to go to, the Penis Party was the most fun ever because it was like everyone was in on this wrestling show is a joke and we all know it's a work and let's just enjoy it for the stupidness. So it was kind of fun. But and then we tried to go to the New Japan Ring of Honor show, but it actually was ridiculously expensive. It was like the only tickets were left were like $600 or something crazy. So yeah, no.
Yeah, I remember we were looking at prices of all those shows like the week before you guys went, and there was some insane prices for some of those shows.
Well, I guess WrestleMania is doing 45,000. As we're not talking about
No, they got their
45,000 tickets each.
They got the wrist slaps. Tampa said 25,000 is max.
Oh,
okay. I didn't know
They had
that.
to change the on-sale date and everything because of it.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't know Florida had any restrictions.
Florida,
That's what I thought, yeah.
But anyway, to the other wrestling, they opened up the show with Kenny Omega and Matt Sydal, which is odd to me. I mean, yeah, I guess Matt Sydal has been winning a lot of. They said his record was really good or something,
But
and if you won
They
this,
set
you got
this
a
up
ton of
the first episode of that Elevation show. They did an angle where
Yeah.
Kenny and him had like a backstage thing, and he beat Kenny's boy, and then Tony Khan actually came out and proved why he should never be an on-screen character
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Hopefully somebody got in his ear pretty quick and was like, hey, let's keep this to a minimum.
I love on Botchamania when they do the send in the con and it shows him coming out like ushering everyone to the back
Yeah.
or whatever. That's my only Tony Khan on camera thing. But the match was, I mean, Matt Sydal was great at selling. Everything he was selling looked really good. I think AEW got my notes at least that their matches should be shorter because it seems like they do a lot less like 50-50 matches and everyone's equal matches. Like they gave Matt Sydal a lot, but Kenny Omega was definitely like the focal point of the match and the purpose.
The thing I like most about this is I absolutely hate the trope where, oh, you're going to wrestle the champ in a non-title match, and then you beat him to set up the fucking title match. So I'm glad that Kenny Omega didn't lose a non-title match.
I have that in my notes.
Very true.
Yeah, I have that I was glad they just had Omega win straight up instead of doing the WWE thing where Sydal's pinned the heavyweight champion and then
But it
then
wasn't a
for,
title match.
like,
Every match the heavyweight champion wrestles in a singles match should be a title match. Why is he ever doing a non-title match?
yeah. I love that they talked like they went really in depth on the history of these two guys. Like the history they have between each other. So
that's in Jason's hot takes too. But didn't Excalibur own PWG? So he's just
Yeah, he
over
was-
his own
Yeah,
promotion.
100%. And then Super Dragon are the owners.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean somebody's got to put over the PWG library. It's still out there.
I did get a nice chuckle out of a John Cena graphic going up during this match, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. What was it?
TBS has a
It's
show
for
that
his
he's
show.
hosting called Wipeout, and they just nobody said a word about it, which made it even more awkward.
That is funny. I think
I saw the online memes that said John Cena is all elite and had that little screen grab.
The When he caught the Meteora and buckle bombs
It was awesome.
Seidel, that
Yes.
was fucking sweet.
Yeah, that was
Same with
awesome.
the victory roll they
Yeah.
used for the falsie. Because I kind of figured Seidel would win, because that's what always happens. So that victory roll got me.
Man, the backbreaker sell by Matt Seidel, that was spectacular. Like, just the way he went all the way up, like higher than I've ever seen one go up, and then he crumpled over his knee. It looked really good.
To me, Omega's so much better as a heel, too. Like, he reins in some of the spottiness, and he does a lot more character development and stuff. Just seems like he handles the flow of the match a lot better, too.
It gets undrained later on in the show, but yeah, he wasn't as spotty as normal. Plus, he doesn't do as many hand gestures and stuff. I just like the jazz hands bother me the most. He's just always doing like finger pointing and like finger thing. I don't know what he's doing.
Bullet Club, they're holding guns, bullets, that kind of shit.
But he does other stuff too, like not just the bullet, but then he'll do like other hand motions and
Well,
stuff.
he kisses the
it's
gun,
like he's
and he shoots the gun, and then he. I don't know.
He makes love to the gun.
I wish they'd. I don't know. I don't really like the. I know that his whole gimmick is he's a sweeper, even though they never really talk about that.
Cleaner.
The cleaner. Sorry.
Cleaner. Those tree sweepers are the dudes we work at.
Term for Hitman.
It's always so weird to me when the girls come out with the brooms, though. Like, I feel like if you're just, like, say this is your first time watching AEW, just anybody that's the news is going to be like, what the fuck is happening?
True, but I mean, at least the Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleaders get some work in the offseason.
Oh, is that who they are?
Yeah, it's not a big enough thing that it, like, yeah. I just, every time I see it, I wonder if, like, hey, if this is your first time watching, what's your reaction?
It's just dumb and obnoxious, which makes it good for a heel to use.
There was a couple things on commentary I really liked during the match. One was that Don Callis kept calling Matt Sydal a young up-and-comer, and Excalibur would immediately state that, hey, he's the same age as Omega. What are you talking about? Because, like, WWE will claim that a 20-year vet is a brand-new rookie, and, like, you know, that was a noise.
The biggest example of that, the one time Carlos Colon was in a Royal Rumble, Gorilla Monsoon called him a young newcomer, and he's probably 55 years old.
Yeah, he'd already been on like the cover of every wrestling magazine, covered in blood, fighting Abdullah the Butcher. And yeah, Gorilla Monsoon's like, who's this new rookie, fresh young face with all those scars? So yeah, I do like that. Like they acknowledge people have been doing that. Like WWE's getting a little bit better about it, but they still do it.
Also, the V trigger's becoming the super kick, right? You just do it as a transition.
I mean,
it's kind of always been one though. He's never really won a match with it.
I mean, if you knee a guy in the face enough, you're probably going to win.
But if you notice, like everyone's starting to do it. Like, well, not starting, but like Dana Bryan uses finish for a minute. Seth Rollins used that as a finish. There's another dude I thought of too, and I can't remember now. But there's another dude I think at AEW does the.
Alistair Black does it.
I didn't think about him.
But
it's becoming
the Kenny made it famous, right?
I think he was the first one to really use it as like a signature move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I really liked about on commentary was all of the like fractured psyche talk about Omega. Because it just works really well that like when AEW started, he had all the hype behind him, and like this was going to be his platform to be like the main guy in America for the first time, and then he just kind of wasn't. And now, like, he's a champion, and he's probably, like, paranoid. Like, he's just waiting. He knows everyone just wants him to fail. Like, there's a lot they can do with him.
Also, like, I feel like when AEW first started, I was like, well, Kenny Omega will be the champ, and the Young Bucks will be the tag champ, and Cody Rhodes will be the middle card champ or whatever. And that didn't happen, but now it has, basically. So Kenny wins. Good match. I didn't have a problem with it.
I think it's probably
it's weird that
the best Matt Sydal match I've ever seen, probably.
I probably agree. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, to reset.
Like you were saying, Raven, about the one like that near fall. Like I bought a couple of the near falls. Like they laid it out. They made it really good because that's why I was like, well, they're gonna have the thing where he wins and then he'll actually get a title shot and he'll lose that. So yeah, I bid on a few of the finishes.
Same.
So then we had the Alex Marvez with Dark Order to build up John Silver's match tonight or whatever. I mean, we'll get into it more later. So are the Dark Order heels or faces?
Yeah, and I think
you got to go.
But then
Tunnel
they
they
had-
come out. They come out the baby face tunnel.
right. Sometimes they come out the heel tunnel. Like they did. They come out the heel tunnel like a couple weeks ago, I think. I'd have to go back and watch to be sure.
Well, we'll talk about the main later. They kind of were acting like heels a little bit, but so yeah, I mean there was really nothing in that.
I did get the laugh out of him dodging the coffin drops.
I thought the coffin drop practice was great.
It's funny.
I mean, you kind of like when Brody died, they had to kind of make him faces. Like, I mean, you could.
Nobody's gonna boo him now. Yeah.
But I do think basically the entire thing is just going to be because they're kind of having Adam Page now. Like they had the thing with him and John Silver. So like I think there's going to be a pretty good story there where like John Silver has to decide if he's going to stay with the Dark Order and like have fun, or if he's going to start taking things more seriously.
See, that sentence is weird to me.
That's where they're going because they had it's kind of a Hangman story. He was on the outs with his group, and now he's down and out, and he actually has some buddies, and it's gonna give him motivation and put him on a winning streak and get him in the title picture, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it will.
It's weird that the Dark Order is the fun group. It doesn't. I mean, it's not what I thought they were going to be at all. But
it works. They were until unfortunately Brody passed away.
Yeah, well, I guess like it's kind of becoming that on the what's their show, the YouTube show. Yeah. But then we have the largest man ever, Caesar Bononi versus Hangman Page. It's weird. It was just weird how huge that Caesar guy was. But he didn't work. I don't know if it's just Hangman. I know Hangman's not big. He's probably like, 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there. But this dude seemed gigantic. The match was pretty quick. Caesar didn't look bad. But yeah, I like that they're doing matches like this, getting Hangman Page over instead of making it 50-50 between him and the Caesar Bononi guy.
There are two things that surprised me about this. One, I liked that it took Hangman a couple tries to actually body slam him. Like it built up to him tossing him, which made sense. But it is weird to me that Caesar got a match on Dynamite after being the one that hurt Cody.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So Caesar is 6'6", 260 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, he's the prototypical old school wrestler.
Do you have like a database on your phone handy of like all the heights of all the?
Yeah.
Only of guys named Caesar.
Oh, it makes way more sense.
Julius, last name Bononi.
There we go.
Oh, that's even a smaller.
No, I'm on a computer, so I can quickly Google things if we need. Yes,
you're a young
I'll
Jamie.
pull that
up. old Cash. Look.
Yeah, he was in NXT for a short time. Well, not really a short time. He was.
I thought
he showed up in 2015 at the Performance Center. So then he debuted on 2017. But yeah, I remember him. Like I thought he was gonna get a little bit of a push in NXT, and then he just kind of went away.
I don't remember him in NXT at all. Was his name Caesar Bononi?
Was it Caesar Bononi still?
I want to say it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he looked impressive. I mean, even NXT was one of the biggest guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were all born 10 years too soon, so me and Cash would be monsters now, and Draven would be normal size. I don't think
you need to use the word normal. I think that's rude.
Normie. He would be a normie.
He's right there.
Is that worse?
He can hear you.
No, he told me put
like Adam Cole was like 6 months. I hit the mute button. He can't hear anything we say, so we can just say whatever. But is Adam Cole's your height, isn't he, Draven?
Yeah. Like maybe an inch or two taller. But like I had one conversation with him before, and we were like pretty close to eye level.
Well, you work Gargano. How do you compare to him?
Gargano's only an inch or two taller as well.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Because if you think about it, like
I've been on shows with AJ, and if AJ doesn't have his lifts in, he's the exact same height as me.
He's a tiny little guy.
Wow, man, and I'm shoot 6'1" and some change. 6'2" gimmick size or whatever. I'm a big guy. That's ridiculous.
Adam Cole is the smallest
But,
human
anyway.
being I've ever met in real life. That wasn't a child.
He's got
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the dude's an
Yeah,
amazing worker, but he is tiny. Because he was at a remix show because Britt Baker was on it, and it was right. He had just signed with NXT. Were you on that show, Draven?
Yeah, I was on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was.
So when I showed up, Adam kind of like pointed over and he was like, "Hey, like check out who's here." And I was looking to see who he was talking about. All I could see, I was like, "Who's the tiny child?" And that's what he said is Adam Cole. And I was like, "Are you shitting me?" I went over and said hi to him, and I was like, the whole time I was just like, "You are a little guy."
Who's the tiny child?
I kept doing the same
Ring of
thing.
Honor World Champion.
Yeah. I mean,
he's one of the best workers in the business.
I was just shocked how small he was.
He's
Yeah,
just small.
great worker.
And then we had a Lance Archer promo who's not small, and all basically I got from it was that he said his name and the whole thing, the Murder Hawk Monster, like 10 times.
Got to sell them.
I didn't understand what the point of this promo was.
I don't.
I
either.
have two notes for this one. That I actually like the location they shot it, like the rundown shack was a cool setting for it, and it was like a change of pace. He was the first person I remember in a while that really talked up the dude he's about to be feuding with. Like he didn't call him shit, fucking talk him down. He really hyped him up to make him mean something.
That's what you're supposed to do, but people don't do that enough. You're right. So people will be like, "I could beat you easily." I'm like, don't say that.
Once The Rock got over talking shit on everybody, that's what everybody wanted to do. That was a cool thing.
I don't know if I just missed like what he said to connect the two, but he was like, if it wasn't for Sting, I wouldn't. And then like
they're being But
then like the next sentence was like, just so I'm gonna fight you. Like so I was like, wait, what? Why would?
Yeah, what? You have a problem with that? I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I'm gonna fight you.
I guess. Like Lance Archer's got some daddy issues, I think. I do like the setting. The setting worked for Lance Archer really well.
Yeah, it did. It looked. Visually looked good. Then we had another promo. Britt Baker came out and
started a feud with Mick Foley.
Started a feud with Mick Foley. They're going to do another exploding match between her and Mick Foley, I do believe. So,
did you see Mick Foley's response? He congratulated Kane on getting into the Hall of Fame, and then he was like,
"What?"
Oh,
yeah, he's like, "Congratulations on being the only Hall of Fame dentist in pro wrestling." And then SmackDown last night showed the tweet when they were talking about Kane, which I thought was funny. That
really?
It's like you guys are putting over Britt Baker and Mick Foley's feud, and you don't even know it.
I mean, maybe I'm the only one, but I'd be totally down with the fucking hardcore match with Britt Baker and Mick Foley. Give him a payday.
First of all, if you call her Britt Bacon, I'm way more into that because that's what I thought I heard.
I don't know if I can watch Foley anymore.
Britt
like
Bacon.
I'd watch it, but I'd feel like Mick Foley was going to die at any minute.
That's kind of what I assume everybody feels when they watch any of my matches.
You're not wrong. I forget which remix show it was.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first ones after after Freebird got almost killed, and we showed up just to watch. And I think you were in the main event in like a crazy ladder match. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just because I had just went through the shit with Freebird, and I was like, I can't fucking watch this. I was like, Draven's gonna fucking die. So I was like, I left before that match because I was like, I'm not gonna be here when Draven's dead. Because
there are only 2 real bad instances of almost dying, which is pretty low on my scale.
The hand cutting. That's got to be.
Well, I was talking
them, right?
2 per match is about lower than.
Yeah, I think he meant 2 matches.
But yeah, almost getting my hand cut off is pretty. That was pretty traumatic. Worse than almost getting my hand cut off was having to go to the hospital in an ambulance, and the nurses make fun of me because I'm in fucking spandex wrestling trunks.
I had the same thing happen to me when I went in the ambulance too.
Yeah, I had that too. And then they were trying to cut off like my mask and everything. I was like, just take it off.
I fixed that. I took your mask off when the paramedics were going to cut it off. I was like, I can take it off of him. They tried to cut my boots off me in the
thinking to
ambulance.
me
And
too.
I was like,
We've all had emergency fucking medical due to wrestling.
Thanks, wrestling.
Yeah.
Vance died. That's the worst. You broke your back, which is the second worst, and then me almost losing my fucking hand.
Thanks,
Jesus.
pro wrestling.
Yeah, why do we
You're
do
awesome.
this? At least we learned now. You know,
Yeah, it was more
broken.
like I was forced to stop because my body was like, we're not doing this shit anymore.
What's funny is I can tell when Draven's going to do something stupid or hurt himself, even if I don't know the match. Is if you talk to him backstage, he gets a crazy look in his eye. And I'm like, oh,
I was just like, because I think you came out and told me that some of the spots like Draven was talking about for that match, and I was just like, yeah.
I think the one that ended up being the craziest in the match you're talking about, I did I totally ripped it off from Royal Rumble 2001, I think it was, the suicide dive, and somebody just does a chair shot as hard as they fucking could and would dive to their head.
Yes.
I mean, I covered my head and it only hit my arm, but it looked like it hit me in the fucking head.
That's an awesome spot. That's the Benoit.
I didn't know if we're allowed to say his name.
Yeah, we can talk glowingly about Benoit on this podcast. So, well, right now things are going for me. Anyway, so
this is getting dark. We should film these earlier in the day.
Yeah. So then we got another promo.
I'm shocked.
So we had 3 promos in a row.
I'm shocked.
We have Lance Archer, Britt Baker, and then Christian is chatting with
come on.
Who Gives a Fuck, Dante Martin. I think, is that his name? Who Gives a Fuck, Dante Martin? Or am I making
I think you got a half right.
Yeah.
And Varsity Blondes. And then it's going to be Frankie versus Kaz.
Wait, Frankie and Kaz, same guy.
Or wait, yeah, same guy. Christian and Frankie. There we go.
They didn't come right out and say it, but they're alluding to the fact that those two had like a pretty hot feud and Impact maybe.
That's what I was about to ask. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what they talked about their history, and I was like, that had to be TNA then. But I didn't remember it. Like I didn't ever hear anything about it.
They had one killer ladder match that I remember specifically. That was like a world title pay-per-view main event, I think. Then
we had the Pinnacle versus the Varsity Blondes and Dante Who Cares. It was, this was okay. I always feel like FTR, when they work guys like that Dante guy, are just out of place. When they're like taking these weird moonsaults and stuff, it just feels like it doesn't fit them. Maybe because I'm used to them not doing that kind of stuff, but it was just a little weird. The Varsity Blondes aren't that impressive to me. They're okay. It's just they seem like they need a lot.
I like them a lot as like babyface. Like, they're not gonna be the main guys.
Yeah, I think
I like them.
They're definitely underneath.
I don't want to go out on too much of a limb here, but do you guys also have trouble when you find out that like somebody does something shitty in the real world that kind of takes away from how you view them on the screen?
Yes.
From some of his tweets, Pillman Jr. is kind of a hardcore anti-mask.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. So it's hard for me to get into his shit.
I've always wondered about that dude because like he wrestles in this area a lot, or he did before AEW. And no one on none of the dudes I know on those shows have really ever had good things to say about him. Like they don't say bad things, but they don't really, ever talk about him at all. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, he was there.
They're always like, oh, it's cool to work the son of Brian Pillman. Like they never really put over like, damn, like, oh, it's cool who your dad was.
I mean, that's the same issue with Jericho having Donald Trump Jr. on his fucking podcast. His wife was fucking at the Capitol storming it.
Yeah.
And he gave Trump like $30,000, I think it was, for his campaign.
Yeah, I mean, but then like you look at WWE, and the main guy is like Trump's boy. Like
that's true.
Linda
McMahon worked in the administration. So
I mean, Trump is a Hall of Famer.
So better. I did like that the new Pinnacle theme is clearly the WCW Horseman theme.
Horseman theme. Yep, it sure
It
is.
did also occur to me. See, so Matt Connard posted something about the Reaper coming back or something. So maybe he got the rights to that back. But it occurred to me that I might have figured out why Spears actually trademarked that. Am I right or wrong in the timing that when that happened is the brief period of time when Undertaker's contract lapsed and he was actually scheduled for a StarCast with Conrad Thompson? Maybe he thought Undertaker would need a different name, so he trademarked that real quick to try and get a payday out of Undertaker.
Did he ever use it? I thought he actually
never
used it though. Spears. Oh wow, okay. Well, that's good. That's a victory for Connard, and it'll make me hate Sean Spears less.
Yeah.
You know.
My first note for this match is
not
just that
less.
Sean Spears looks like a fucking idiot. Like, haircut is not. Don't like he needs to not do that. Like, just go bald or grow your hair. One or the other.
He had a solid look in NXT when he was doing like the regular hairstyle, but shit shaved into it. I don't know why he stopped doing that.
I was in OVW with him, and he was an alright guy. Like,
what did you guys think about the dive spot where Wardlow steps in front and three guys don't dive?
Hated it. I was in my note. Hated it. Why Wardlow gets dove on all the time? What three dudes could have dove on?
I did not enjoy it. Like, I was trying to figure out a way to explain it. Like, why would anybody ever dive again? If somebody's standing there, one of them's going to hit somebody.
So if it's 3-on-3, you're definitely going to take out your target. But if dude's in front, he's going to take at least one or two of them out of the equation, and the other one's probably going to get caught and slammed on the ground. That's how I took it.
I think you're reaching for your buddy Wardlow over. Text him. Text him, get him in here, and we're going to tell him it's up. Hurry up.
Hey now.
I mean, it puts him over as like, do not fuck with this guy.
And it leads
it does
6-man square off that FTR does for every commercial break.
Yeah, they did.
Commercial break spot.
Now, I'll kind of like it if from now on no one ever dives on Wardlow. Like, even in matches, if he like just is standing there, people go to do it and then they see him and they stop. Like, I
want to say he did the same thing for MJF matches, but that makes a little more sense when it's one-on-one and he's blocking one guy you're trying to get to.
Yeah. It wasn't super egregious.
I thought it was just weird. It puts Wardlow over, but I was just like, three dudes, like, all of them at the same time had the exact same, oh shit, let's stop. Like, not one of them was like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. The thing we dreaded about everyone getting the mic and cutting promos, and we're like, oh, thank goodness that didn't happen.
It didn't feel too long, though,
now, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, it's because they were blown up, which helped.
This was like a great old school fucking Crockett-style promo where they're fired up and they're all angry because they're blown up and they're fucking into it and they're feeling it.
They just beat the shit out of three guys. Mad. I like this a lot more.
Right before they went into the promo, so Wardlow hits that knee on whoever. I gotta say, I don't like that knee as a finish for him. It's one of those things that, like,
dude, he needs to do
in real life is super hurty, but it doesn't visually look as good as the other shit he's done. Like, he does the F5 there. He used to do the sit-out version on the indies and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that, and I like that better. I like pretty much any. It needs to be something where he's picking up a dude and showing his strengths. Like, that doesn't show. You can first of all, the camera never gets it. They get Wardlow's back, and I'm just like, okay, what happened? But it just doesn't. Yeah, look.
That was my thing. I have on my notes that I don't know what Wardlow even did to Pillman Jr. because AEW's amazing production crew struck again. Like, there's everybody's in the ring in the same corner, and you can't see a damn thing. Like, go to the other corner and do this.
I think that's the weird setup they have in Jacksonville because the hard cam's across from the entranceway, but they want the promo set up in the entranceway with that as the backdrop. So it's like weird. It's instead of a sideways hard cam, it's like a straight on hard cam.
I was just gonna say there were just too many people in the ring, and the camera guy was in the worst possible position. So, like, I didn't even know what he did. I was like, well, he kind of made him move a little bit.
Well, it's the second time Warlord's got me on that, because when they were beating up the Inner Circle, he put someone on the top rope and ground by throat. I was like, you want to do some over this head choke slam, like a power slam type choke slam over, like a front flip? I thought that would be really cool. And then I was like, oh, he did a weird knee. That's weird. And then it happened again, and I was like, oh, he's going to do a choke slam.
That's his current finisher now, though. He's used that. It's only dark, so I'm sure you haven't seen it, but that's what he's been using for probably six or 8 months now as a finish.
So I wonder why Wardlow doesn't get any work on the main thing. They think he's too green? What do you think? Why do you think they're
I wouldn't think that's their opinion, because his first fucking TV match was a main event cage match against Cody Rhodes. You don't do that.
But do you think that made them go? But you think that made them go, "Hey, let's hold back a little bit"?
I think it's the opposite. Like, they know they got something there, and they don't want to make the mistake of rushing it.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
The push came a little bit before he kind of put it all together and was actually like solid in the ring.
Yeah, that was my. I think they just don't want to like dilute his stuff. Like, they don't want to give you a lot of them yet. Like, wait till they're ready to really push them.
I do think they have some they don't have everything fleshed out completely, but I do think they have the backbones of what they want to do for like a year or two in the main event scene. And if it doesn't include him, why rush him into wrestling all the time and shit right now?
Yeah, he's obviously going to be the guy who breaks away and is a babyface, right? And kills MJF.
I would assume,
is that what we're all thinking? Yeah. Well, surprise, surprise, we have a promo. We had a promo after the match and then into a
I'll just get this out here since we're talking about promos. This week, 15 promos, 6 matches.
Oh,
that counts.
God.
That counts like all the videos and all the like picture-in-picture promos they did, because they did a couple of those too, but 16 promos.
About halfway through the show, I thought, oh, man, I should be counting these. And then I was like, I bet Draven or Jason will.
That's my new deal.
Yeah,
I thought I thought the same thing, and I was like, Draven's got it. So, but also this promo in the back, like, I really like Cage, but he is not good at selling subtlety. They're like, yeah, we're all on the same page. And he's like shaking his head and eye rolling, like very visibly, not subtle at all. And all the dudes are just ignoring that.
I think that's kind of what they're supposed to do, though, because Ricky Starks like over exaggerated his part too.
Yeah, it's just weird because it doesn't.
I didn't understand. I don't know what they're doing at all. Also, I don't know if they've realized that they have too many groups. But like, I feel like.
No, I feel like
the Taz group is a good group. So hopefully they're not like. I mean, it'd be like if they're going to do like inner turmoil and like then they all come to an agreement or whatever. But I'd hate to see that group get broken up already.
I kind of think that right now they don't have anything to do with them since they're done with the Sting feud, so they figure feud them with each other to give them something to do. And I would assume that it ends with Cage leaving the group. The only point I have on this promo, the FTW belt is just a waste in AEW. I wish they'd just forget that it exists. Doesn't add anything.
No, I forgot about it even until you said that. So that tells you something. The bodybuilder, giant wrestler fan of me really wants to see Wardlow versus.
Oh God, that'd be fucking awesome.
I have a couple things about this from another goddamn it AEW production. What you're doing standpoint. So going back to the post match and the Pinnacle promo. So Tony interviews them. They do the promo. They give Tony the mic back, and then while he's standing in the ring, he's the one that pitches to the Taz promo.
Yeah, he starts talking.
Like,
yeah. Why wasn't it JR?
Because if I was like, that's silly. Character-wise, MJF of all people, if he hears Tony talking about another group, he's going to be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, we're the group right now. Like, what are you even?"
That's a very good.
So then, why have the Taz promo right after the goddamn Pinnacle promo?
Why have the Taz promo at all? Actually?
Why? Yeah,
they got 15.
Yeah, we didn't really need it at all, but don't put it like Pinnacle's your hot new group. Don't now give us some shit from another group. Like space it out.
Hold on, wait. That can also be a positive because if you show me a diamond-studded ring right next to a dog turd, it's going to make the diamond-studded ring really stand out, right?
So Team Taz is a dog turd? That's not a good way
I
to
did like
sell
the
it.
cage with
Well,
the who better.
no, I like Taz. I love Taz when he was a fucking
Me too.
ECW.
Me too, man. When he first came in WWE, I was
He's
so
the reason
excited
orange is my color.
to see him come in WWE, and then I was still excited.
I'll go back and watch his ECW matches, and I'm
Oh,
still like, that's the most badass human being to ever exist.
Yep.
Yeah. So Cage is like a big Mortis guy, right? Like he was the only person
Yeah,
who's
him
ever
and
wrestled as Mortis.
Chris Canyon were real good
actually,
friends, and he passed the Mortis
Can-
gimmick on to him that he did on the Indies a couple times, right?
Oh,
yeah, and that's why.
okay. I did not know any of
Who
that.
better at the end. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he does that. It's a homage to him, so Canyon. So, but then we got guess what? A promo. Tony Schiavone standing out there, and out comes
The only
QT Marshall for some reason.
the only note I have about this
and
one
like
is just too good. I got to get it out. His wife is definitely cheating on him if he doesn't come home. At night.
Go ahead.
You could just tell by the look in her eye when they would put the camera on her.
Yeah, she's like, things are going
"Oh,
quite well for
that's
me.
fine. Don't worry about it. But
I get the money. I don't have to deal with you.
Also, it's funny that I just kept on saying like, well, he's just Cody's buddy who got a job, and that's kind of his gimmick now. So, yeah. And Cody comes out in a sling and is like, "I'm going to wrestle you." Why did no one mention his injury? Like, no one talked about him being hurt. If he could wrestle, if he could, he's in a sling. He's like, "All right, we'll wrestle next week," and no one said a word. They're like, "Yep, that sounds good."
And he's not going to put. He's not going to put the
he's
figure
not
four
going
on
to
him.
hit the crossroads on him. What?
So yeah, all QT Marshall has to do is show up and punch him in the nose.
I feel like there was good content in this promo, but there's so many better guys on this roster than QT Marshall. I mean, if it's a 1 week thing and you're throwing a bone to a dude that really does work super hard behind the scenes, fine. But if this stretches out any longer, it's kind of a waste.
Yeah, then it becomes just buddy booking. Giving a guy a break because he trains a lot of guys, he does the school, all that stuff, that's cool. But given more than that, he's got to sink.
I'll be the first one to say he was in a pretty dope bunkhouse match.
Keep going, but I
it
don't
was him
think
and Dustin versus Butcher and the Blade. It was a really fucking good match.
Oh, speaking of that, he brought that up, and then he mentioned that they gave him the win.
Did he word it like that?
Like he just killed kayfabe. He said they even he goes, if you remember, I even was the one who was able to get the win for the Buckhouse match. So they thought highly of me then, and I was like, what do you mean they thought highly of you? It's an athletic contest. Yeah. So he just kind of subtly mentioned that they were willing to put him over then, but yeah, so that was weird.
So
side
effect of this whole thing that just popped in my head now. So this major fucking death feud over Cody not being able to hold his baby and his arm getting broken by Penta is just done, a one and done.
Yeah, apparently everything's good now.
Apparently.
He's like, yeah, I mean,
He's like, yeah, my arm and touched on me, but I got a roll up and I pinned you, so we're friends now.
Yeah, I know Soldier move and pinned you, so whatever. What are you gonna do now? I made you look like a bitch. My only note from the promo was just nope. That was
good note.
As soon as I saw as soon as I saw QT Marshall and Tony Schiavone standing there for promos, like, no, I'm good. I don't need any of this.
I don't know how it's going to work with Arn being the ref of their match next week. By the way,
the next,
dude doesn't have functionality in his one whole hand. How's he going to get on the mat and count?
Slowly.
It better just be one big angle or something.
So, like, what is an exhibition match then? Like, no strikes, I'm guessing? Like, what does it even mean?
I don't know.
I know what exhibition match means in video games.
What's it mean to play this out?
I mean, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I assume it won't count
on the record.
I assume no strikes.
You're already going too far with what you're assuming.
Because it's just a match. Like, every match is an exhibition match, if not for a title. I would think, right?
Technically, I think, yeah, I would agree with that.
So, yeah, all right.
Yeah, pretty. So
Yes,
the next
that
match,
remix.
Draven, am I wrong? Didn't you work Laredo Kid?
I can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, how was that?
Really cool to work with, and shit was really fucking good. He definitely deserves to be in the spot. I believe he's
the
actually
language
lives
barrier?
in
Was he good at
Texas.
English?
So while he is Spanish and speaks Spanish, he also had decent English. It wasn't like perfect English, but we were able to communicate pretty easily.
Okay. Because he really didn't talk in the promo, so before leading up, of course, there was a promo
Yeah, like
while they were
his
coming out. Cause
the language barrier wasn't bad at all. Because
But,
I did get hurt in that match, and we cut out one of the falsies because I was so hurt and just going home or whatever. That's the match where I did the homicide dive and just had to move out of the way, and I overshot the mats and landed on the hardwood floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that spot. I forgot it was him though. Yeah. So yeah, this match, when we were talking about how Kenny Omega had toned down things or whatever, this was the opposite. They were just doing.
How dare you?
First of all, no one
He
gives
has
a
a
fuck
wife.
about
I'm
Brandon
sure she
Cutler,
cares
never
a little
will,
bit.
and he's a stupid. He's a stupid.
It's one of my favorite moments ever, where he's like, "You picked
later on,
you, and you even picked Brandon Cutler over me," and he goes, "What does that mean?" I thought that was great.
I didn't pick up on
I
that.
got that in my notes. What's that mean? But he's like a drag. He is like, I like dragons, man. I'm going
His
to
deal, he
dragon
does
helmet.
Dungeons
like, for
and
no
Dragons,
reason.
and he'll
Like,
have
it
like
doesn't fit his
AEW guys go on
character.
his YouTube page to play Dungeons and Dragons with him.
You know, like
God, it's awful.
I did think they
Beat
should
that
have had
nerd
him
down.
like be like really fascinated
Anyway.
with the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid, like their masks and everything, and just him looking at them, being like, "Oh man, those guys are awesome." They look kind of like dragons.
I was going to the fridge getting something to drink or eat or whatever when the Lucha Brothers music hit for this match to start. And I actually audibly out loud said, "Fuck yeah," and ran back to my couch. Pumped for the Lucha Brothers, man.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I kind of hope they are.
I do like the Lucha Brothers.
Pretend like the Cody and Penta thing's over, so they can go back to just having the Lucha Brothers.
And it's supposed to be a group with Pac, but Pac's hurt now, so who knows?
I love their theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tweaked his ankle and he's not
I
didn't know right now.
I didn't know he was hurt. That sucks. So Laredo Kid, I think, is really good. And he fits
did
with the Lucha
work
Brothers,
with them in AEW before they had TV and they were just doing their first couple pay-per-views. He was in a main event. It was those three versus Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
No, wasn't that the main event of their first show?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I vaguely remember.
It's the one that I think they cut a bunch of time from it.
No, you're thinking of All In.
Okay.
That had like Ibushi and other stuff. I don't think this was actually the main event. I think it was a semi-main event of their first AEW pay-per-view.
Gotcha. All right.
So this match had all the spots, all of them. They finished
also had whatever the fuck that this little headstand submission thing was.
I hated that.
Talking about, I have no idea what the fuck he was going for there.
Yeah, it added nothing. The headstand added 0 to the move. I like that they just did everything though. Like if we're gonna get like a 6-man lucha match, like fucking, I want everything.
Especially that one strike exchange they had near the end of the match. I mean, stuff like that really does come off as them being an alternative to WWE when they're going 1,000 miles an hour doing cool strikes like that and shit.
I agree. So I just wish there's always just little things that bother me when matches get this crazy. So this is not going to bother anyone else, and no one else probably even noticed. But the heels went for a dive or whatever, and the crowd was super excited.
I don't know if there were heels and faces.
Cut them off.
Well, I don't like Brandon Cutler. That makes him a heel. Right?
The Lucha Brothers were the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the Lucha Brothers aren't supposed to be heels, so
they're kind of like cool heel tweeners.
Penta was a heel last week with Cody, but before
Phoenix
that,
was a baby face in his squash match last week, though.
Yeah.
Like Steven.
Well, this makes it even worse.
like I mean,
You
I
guys
watched
are
this
not
match solely looking at it as like this is a six-man lucha match. Like I didn't give a shit about psychology. I don't think you can because this didn't have it. Like it broke down quick.
Yeah, and I'm fine for what
now,
it was.
having said that,
yeah,
there is a part kind of early on
weird
where
stuff in
I
it,
was
but-
honestly shocked to see it. Penta, they were setting up a spot where like Laredo Kid hit something, and then Penta hit something, then Phoenix was going to hit something, and Penta made sure he was tagged in, and then Ray Phoenix made sure he hit the blind tag on Penta. So I was like, all right, let's usually these 6-man like lucha matches have 0 tags.
Yeah, well, I got a note here about
so post match. Kenny comes out.
You guys probably don't really follow too much Laredo Kid shit, but I pay attention to it just because he was so cool when I worked with him and stuff. So he actually main evented their WrestleMania, Triple Mania against Kenny Omega this year.
I think they vaguely mentioned it, right? Or
he has
Kenny
multiple different finishers, but I thought it was funny that so he does his version of the Spanish Fly to win here, but he kind of lands missionary style on him. Like he doesn't do it like a rock bottom. He does it more like a belly to belly. But he also has a variation where the opponent is facing out, and it's like a German suplex version of the move where it looks like he lands doggy style on him. So I just think the finisher is just sexual related.
Hopefully he's like, is he signed back with them? Do you know?
I think he's contracted to AAA, but they have like a working agreement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because hopefully he's going to be on a few more episodes coming up.
I mean, I beat him with the Spanish Fly, so I should probably have his spot, though, right?
Yeah,
right.
That's fair. Yeah, they care about that. They care.
AEW my record winning over
product, so if you beat him,
booked, right?
You guess there you go. That's. I mean, yeah, you're using their own logic.
It's funny that half the roster guys
during the match they
half the roster is dudes that worked Facade Remix.
Yes. During the match, Excalibur name dropped the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah,
they do that.
That move. Finish and they feuded with the
Motor City Machine Guns, don't they?
I just want to say that I hope at some point in the very near future we get the Machine Guns and the Briscoes in AEW.
I doubt the Briscoes.
Oh God. Oh man.
Well, that
the Briscoes are Ring of Honor until they're in the grave.
They've said that stop WWE from.
Oh really? God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Quit ruining
it's like goddamn WrestleZone.com.
I feel like.
Hey,
I don't know what that is, Mark.
You better put the 5 minutes we were talking before this episode on. So
the message we also need to spread is, hey, wrestlers, quit being fucking assholes. Quit being shitty people.
Are you directing that at me? I know, right?
Man.
I was like,
man, I can't believe both of you got
attacked right now.
Got what I was saying. I'm impressed. I thought I was being very subtle.
Yeah, we're usually slower than that, but Kenny Omega came out and tried to too sweet the Bucks, and the Bucks were like, "No, too sweet for you." Which I actually liked the promo because I liked that he was. I think he put over WWE too much. He said I could have went to the big. Did he say big time, or he said I could have went to the big show in New York?
No, he just said.
I'm like, don't call it the big. Just say New York or whatever it was.
Big city.
There was an adjective to explain New York. I don't remember what it was.
Sounds stupid. That makes me think it's like a Simpsons episode.
But
monorail.
It turns out Kenny Omega's kind of like a backwoods hillbilly. He's like, oh, the big city.
He's a Canadian hillbilly. Oh, and also AEW needs to bring up the fact. Well, I mean, I'm going to lie for the story that I beat Kenny Omega at foosball. Actually, he beat me, but still, my record with Kenny's 0-1.
Awkward.
I mean,
okay,
same as a lot of the other guys. That's enough.
I beat him.
Draven
And he
in a
beat
ring.
him.
wrestled the guy. Big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah, that matters, I guess. That's why I wish I would have. I'm terrible at foosball. I
Wait,
didn't know
you
how
were
to
a
do
bigger
it whenever I was
nerd than
playing
Kenny
Kenny Omega.
Omega
And I was like, yeah,
in that
everyone's
moment
doing
in
this,
time?
so let's do this. Yeah, I was actually. But I think his promo was really good because I feel that was super true, that he didn't choose those other companies. He chose the Bucks.
I thought it was really good
He didn't
story
choose
development.
AEW. He chose his
Yeah.
friends, basically, instead of going and staying in New Japan. Yeah, I thought so too, because I felt that was legit. And not very many times
I don't know
say that about
exactly where the
words that come out of
storyline
Kenny's
is going,
mouth,
but
'cause
I'm
they're usually just weird.
definitely along for the ride. If that makes sense.
so I'll tell you where I think it's going here soon when we get to another promo.
I'm going to put you on mute.
Is this all?
No,
Is
this is
Forgot about that
Jason's
it's
wrestling
just
fanfic.
I mean, we're in, like he needs to be here for the fanfic.
Or does he? We got to build anticipation.
So yeah, they end up beating up Kenny the Luke
I
Brothers,
didn't
Tgbk,
I
Kenny
didn't
in the
like
face,
it. It felt like
which I thought was a little
the end
much
of an
for the
indie
world
show where you
champion
just want to send the
have
crowd
your-
home happy.
Yeah,
They have this weird need to set up next
Yes.
week's matches by a
Yes, it
post-match
does.
beatdown every single match. because
Yeah,
they're booked in a 6-man tag next week on the show, and that's what the purpose of that segment was, I guess.
God. You can tell the roster is way too bloated because there's a lot of they got to do 6-mans quite a bit just to try to get guys on TV. But anyway, so that was okay. The Good Brothers were late. I'd be a little pissed if I was Kenny. So Jake, we're still doing
man,
that.
that
Jake Cargo
promo,
and Red Velvet
it was
thing.
all right, but like she looks so fucking amazing. Like I assume Vince has just fired everyone in talent relations. Like as soon as he sees her and like knows that they didn't sign her, he's got to be pissed, right?
He went a step further. He didn't just fire everybody. He hired
I'm sure.
rehired Johnny Ace, which is 10 times worse.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, because Johnny Ace wouldn't have fucked this up. Yeah, I can't. Like, she's the ideal picture of what McMahon. Like, I'm sure her versus Charlotte would be his ultimate WrestleMania main event.
Her speaking in this promo, even though it was a pre-tape, was just so wooden. She is not a good talker.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I think she might develop that because she kind of has like a natural like charisma. So
it's almost like she still feels like she's playing the role of a wrestler versus actually being a wrestler.
Exactly.
Well, I think she is. I mean, she really is.
But she toned down her in-ring
now,
taunts. That was good. So, like, I think somebody got to her and was like, hey, you don't need to taunt the whole match.
Yeah, you get it? You know who got to her? Penta. That's his gimmick. He was pissed.
That's right, yeah.
But speaking of charisma, Eddie Kingston and John
the high
Moxley,
spot of the whole
who I
damn
like to
show
say
here.
are me.
They announced the Cody Rhodes TV show.
What? Oh, God.
All right, we can go on that now. Just he said.
Yeah, they did. Well, yeah, I mean, that does not. I mean, I might watch it.
TNT,
because
like
Brandy,
they fucking love Cody, don't they?
No.
Like that dude's got a hell of a relationship with them.
He's been on a TV show. He's on a TNT show now. What the fuck's next? Is he going to show up on Impractical Jokers next season or something on True TV?
Probably.
Well, does Ted Turner
is
TNT? Is he
in his 90s and has dementia. Like, they merged with Time Warner and Warner Brothers and AOL. They all merged. I'm sure he loved that company, but it's still owned by the same.
Maybe there must be Dusty Mark still left in the company. Maybe that's why Cody is so loved or whatever. I don't know, but
he's good at doing media stuff too.
Yeah. He's executive producer too, so if the
it's a shitty way. I don't mean this as a knock on Cody, and it's gonna come off this way, but he's very much like the Miz in that, like, he's super good at media and doing like the promotional work. Well,
I don't think that's a knock.
I think the Miz in the ring is awful.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Miz is great at what. I mean, the Miz is great at a lot of things. He's just not good in the ring. And he's the
I think
best
it's
they
the
have.
same.
For
But that is a
interviews
knock
and
because
anything
this show is
outside
a
of the
complete
ring.
rip-off of Miz and
So,
Mrs., isn't
makes
it?
sense.
It is. I'm appalled that you two both just said
Yeah,
the Miz
it is definitely
like dog shit in the ring.
I don't think he's dog
I
shit.
don't think
think
he
he's
would
great
get
in the ring.
out
I think
of
he's just
my
passable.
beginner's
He's fine.
class when I ran training school.
Wow.
Wow, that's a hot take right there.
But then we had
main event
WWE
of
World
WrestleMania,
Champion
and he's
just
like,
a couple
nope,
weeks
we'll
ago.
get out of
Nope,
beginner's
wouldn't get
class.
out of my class.
He said the same thing. He said the same thing about HBK to me once. He was like, "Man, HBK wouldn't make it out of my beginner class." So he has a high bar.
I'm a Genetti
Well, he
guy.
slaps his leg.
Yeah.
He slaps his
Now
leg.
Genetti
so
passed day one. He got the certificate.
I already told this story, but JD, I always made the joke he was Genetti. He's
After
like, yeah, that's fine.
meeting
I'll
Genetti and
work
working with Genetti, no one should want to claim
So,
out loud that they're the Genetti.
Yeah, I worked Genetti too. It was an experience, but Eddie Kingston and John. Speaking of putting ourselves over, Eddie Kingston and John Moxley, I feel like is if me and Cash are the great value. Eddie Kingston and John Moxley.
You guys are,
I love.
you guys are
them.
the
I think that
Kroger's
promo was
version of
spectacular.
Moxley.
I was thinking Family Dollar.
Yeah, the Kroger. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was really good. I love the blood under the
Great
fingernails.
as usual. Both of them are the best talkers
really
in the
good
business,
stuff.
and they
It's
can't
always
have
good
a
with
bad
them.
promo if they try it at this point.
I loved Moxley telling the Young Bucks like he really doesn't like them. He doesn't really know what they're up to. But if they're going to get involved, they better be ready. You know, I love that. So here's what I think they're going to do with the Bucks. Where Draven was like, I don't know where the story's going. So my guess is they'll do a War Game style match with Mox, Kingston, the Bucks, and maybe Cody, and then the Bucks will turn heel.
I was thinking War Games is reserved for Pinnacle versus Inner Circle.
Oh, that too.
Pinnacle.
You're probably right.
They could just go full TNA and just do a show full of War Games.
Full show full
Double
of War Games matches.
They could do double War Games.
I hope they don't.
You know, open with one, close with one.
I hope they don't as well.
Because that's like the Hell in a Cell when you get two Hell in a Cell matches, or two Elimination Chambers. I was like, this is just fucking dumb.
I want to say it was last year they did 3 fucking Elimination Chambers.
Yeah, they had a women's one, and yeah.
They definitely did 3 Hell in a Cells this year.
Well, speaking of the women, the women's match, we got Nyla Rose and that Ty Conti, which I like.
It's amazing to me how much she has improved since she left WWE. Like, she was one of the worst women on the NXT roster, and she's one of the best women on AEW's roster.
Did she use the same name in NXT?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember her in NXT.
They really forced her to stick to only doing like jujitsu shit. She wasn't allowed to wrestle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess she's legitimately like gonna fight, have an MMA fight soon.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that earlier, like right before we started recording.
That's weird.
Do I have to explain to you why Dark Order came out with her for a minute? I feel like that might be something I can explain to you.
I mean, I just let Dark Order do whatever.
There is a woman in Dark Order. She's injured right now. That Dana J chick is a member of Dark Order, and they introduced Ty as like her best friend, and she was trying to get her to join, but she never officially joined. So it's kind of like, will she, won't she? She was half in, not totally in.
Oh, okay.
And they kind of stopped the angle because she got hurt.
I do remember the commentator saying something, mentioning
picked up on that.
Anna Jay a couple times. So,
hey, you guys will never guess what happened after this.
And a promo.
Are we skipping over the fact that watching another Rose match is like watching somebody try and walk a 3-month-old baby on a leash?
Dude, she sucks.
Yeah, and
there's whatever the 619 spot where she got into that position. Yeah, she took whatever strike and then just like walked and like fucking sat in the position. It was so terrible.
Yeah, She's awful.
The drop
like
toe hold
Tay,
on the
I was
ropes,
so
it
glad
looks
they
so
gave.
bad, yeah.
Is it Ty or Tay?
Both. Tay?
Tay Conti or Ty Conti?
I think it's Ty.
Okay, well, I was so glad they gave her the win because I was just like,
Same.
because she like had all this fire behind her and like intensity, and looked like she actually knew what she was doing and wanted to be there. And then, like you said, you had Nyla Rose just sort of like stumbling slowly around.
Dude, it got to the point where I wish she would tag out to Vicky Guerrero because untrained Vicky Guerrero couldn't be any worse in the ring than Nyla Rose is.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But
I mean,
then,
she's still Guerrero, so
I don't
I'll
care
take
what
that,
AEW's calling them. I'm calling them the Hardy Family of Doom.
They're not done anymore.
Well, if they're going to call them the Hardy Family,
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
come
going to
out
add
because-
the of Doom because that's the least they could give us. It's the Hardy Family Office.
I thought it had initials, like 3.
And I don't like it. They're the Dungeon of Doom. Embrace it and just
Office.
accept
Oh,
it,
God.
guys. Like,
Yeah, and no one, like the Bunny, is just all of a sudden a contender for like in the main women's
When they
things?
first
Like,
started
has she-
AEW, she had a
she
lot
barely
of
wrestles,
matches.
right?
She was just going by Allie and not the Bunny. She wasn't with Butcher and Blade yet. But then once she became their manager, she kind of stopped working and just became a valet for whatever reason. I guess they're just putting her back in that role.
Whenever we were wrestling for a different Erie promotion that we will not speak of, didn't
no, she was
Butcher
too
and Blade
expensive.
work for you? Was she up there too? Oh, okay.
Pepper
So
Parks.
it's just them two. And what was his name then? The Blade.
no
I
shit.
forget.
That's Pepper Parks.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pepper
I
Parks.
did
Yeah.
not. I did not know that.
Wow. Funny story. Braxton Sutter.
And then he
was
had
his
another name in
name.
TNA. What was it?
Story. When Andy was first starting
Yeah, Braxton
wrestling,
Sutter. Yeah.
that was one of his first bookings as him and Pepper teaming up here in Erie. And I was the fucking referee for the match where Andy Williams won his first title. Because they won the title there. And I also got the worst concussion of my life that night.
That's
but
weird.
had nothing to do with them.
Well, we wrestle. I worked a promotion in what's called Fairmont, and Andy was on it, and he brought his.
Is that where he
girlfriend or
worked?
wife, and
Did he work Bulldozer?
Wow.
Yeah.
The dude,
I think I had to make the flyer for that. And
Beastman.
One of these is
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
the other.
Beastman. Yeah,
It was a good match.
Yeah,
They beat the
but
shit out of each
his
other.
wife is stunning. But yeah, it's pretty stiff. It's actually pretty good. So anyway, post match.
All the women's stuff, all the post match stuff is just so overbooked. Every single time they have a women's match, there's fucking 4 to 6 women out there fighting with each other after every single segment.
Yeah.
I think they also don't really know which women they want to run with. It seems like they kind of changed their mind a lot. Like they obviously like Britt Baker, but then they'll like move. They're pushing Ty. They were pushing Nyla Rose, and it's just they keep on kind of switching. I don't think
Kenny
they really
Omega,
know
as far as I
what
know,
their
is the
women's
booker
division
of
is
the
going to
women's
look like.
division.
Oh, that's
I
right.
have no idea.
Doesn't he date one of the women? Is it? But I think is it Riho? I think Riho's
Rio.
his girlfriend. Or was her name Rio?
Well,
I don't know.
Old
I
Jamie will
think
look
that's
it
Kenny
up.
Omega's girlfriend. But yeah, go ahead, old Jamie. While old Jamie
Miro
looks that
one.
up, we had another promo with the arcade. Yeah, Miro set up the arcade anarchy or whatever. I like how Miro said time to play the game or whatever.
I wonder.
That was over.
There's
with me.
a website called datingcelebs.com.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can Kenny Omega's got he's on here.
Oh, no.
As of April of last year, no. As of 2021, he's not dating anyone.
Oh, you got a shot, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
In the
I mean,
past,
yeah.
They couldn't keep up with him.
He does too many hand
they have
motions
like a
for
full
me.
biography of him here. What the fuck site is this?
No way.
His
Yeah.
That
He's
could be
got all
Jason's.
those
That could be a
domain
link off of
names
jasonsfanfic.com.
just in case.
It's not the most it's not the most well researched site because it has his net worth, and it's somewhere. It basically says somewhere between 100,000 and $1 million. Like, okay, my net worth is somewhere between $50 and $1 million. So, best guess.
Best guess. So anyway, Chuck Taylor.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
the
blah.
sooner this is
I'm
all
done
over,
with
the
that.
better.
It's just,
I swear to God, I think it's a
arcade
lumberjack match with arcade games around the ring.
I bet you're right.
Misleading.
I mean, I would like to bump on it. I did get body slammed on a Dance Dance Revolution one time in a match.
Kind of a bar show.
Like a kind of a bar show.
Was it a bar?
Yeah, John Moxley was in the match with me. So, in the Irish Airborne, one of the Irish Airborne is who body slammed on the Dance Dance Revolution. I forget which one it was.
Yeah, only one of them exists. Dude. Speaking of.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was. We'll say it's Jake. So, then Scorpio Sky does his same promo where he's by himself in a locker room talking about how he's a badass and no one knows it, but he's going to show it.
Him having a cocky heel character does seem to fit him better than just being random smiling babyface.
Yeah. I like Scorpio Sky. I think he's good. It's weird that his buddies have nothing to do with this. You don't see Daniels and Kazarian really talking.
They're doing an angle that's strictly been on Dark, where Christopher Daniels is legitimately in his 50s, and he runs the talent relations department in AEW. But he's been doing a tag gimmick with Kazarian, where the next time they lose a tag match, where he's retiring and they're never wrestling as a team again.
I would love it if he started actively trying to lose. And Frankie just kept winning, and he was like, "Please, for the love of God,
come on, dignity."
I can barely move anymore.
50s, man.
Please help me."
Then we had the main event: High Heel Silver versus
rail bump,
Darby Allin.
Dislocated his arm.
Poor
you guys
John
probably
Silver,
tell
man. He was
right away, right? With the way he
keep on going,
his arm around and shit.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't selling when he was laying there. He's just talking to whoever his tag partner is.
Reynolds.
I forget the other guy's name, but Reynolds, I think maybe. Yeah, he had started talking to him and being like, just rambling talking.
I love the match,
so
though.
you could tell.
I thought it was fucking great.
I thought it was in one gear, like they were in a very high gear until Dude got hurt, and then they kind of had to take it back a couple notches, which is understandable. But they were on fire for that first third.
Yeah, when he hits that shoulder block, to change. I mean, when all the momentum changed, and he just starts tossing Darby around.
When Darby takes that bump on the floor when he goes through the ropes, his head slammed on the floor. Slammed.
Right?
He stole your gimmick, I think. Real quick, my note here, I have that this match
you split me into
Omega
two people.
Aaron Draven as two people.
That's 100%.
There's
there's my two people.
There's my
match.
emo death-defying stunt half, and then there's my Jim jacked up comedy guy half. Yeah.
Wow, that's 100%
body guy. Yeah.
Plus, I'm friends with him.
It was
right. I'm friends with everybody.
It was. That's one of my only. That's only one of my only notes I have on this was
when Darby went for that top rope coffin drop and none of the Dark Order actually caught him.
Well, they practiced it, right? Like they knew to get out of the way.
Yeah.
That's true. Right?
Yeah. I was hoping that would come into play. Like at some point, I was hoping he'd try to hit it on Silver and he'd move.
Well, here's my problem with the Dark Order being faces. They had
it was a little messy
from interfering in the match.
Everybody's supposed to be a baby face. You would think they wouldn't interfere, and they kind of didn't, but Sting still treated them like they did.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like, okay, are they heels? Because I wasn't treating them as heels in my mind until Sting did that, and I was like, oh,
I think
okay.
it was just if you're gonna have the damn numbers game,
but
you might as well use it, right? And Sting, he knows all about walking around with a baseball bat while 10 guys try to attack him. So he was down for this.
This is true. Is the Dark Order like NWO Hollywood now?
Pretty much. They just keep adding people to it.
I did like the finish of this match being one of Darby's regular moves that wasn't his finish. I think matches should end that way more often.
Me too.
I wonder if that was a plan or if they just did it because he was
Hard
hurt.
to tell. It looked like it was the finish. Like nobody seemed sketchy. Like he didn't try and kick out. Didn't stop counting.
Yeah.
What's Darby's normal finish?
He went for the Brody bomb first, which would
the coffin drop. He falls off the top.
Oh, that is his finish. Okay.
Coffin.
I was gonna say I was trying to think if there was if his finish, if he knew that it was potentially going to hurt Silver more.
Darby's so little. Like I let my daughter follow me like that,
over.
and she couldn't pin me for 3 afterwards. So.
There was a part of this Excalibur on commentary. I don't know if you caught it. I'm sure you did, but it was when John Silver was tossing Darby around, and Excalibur was like, "That was a Bradley Beal." I was like, like, why would he? That's a random reference to throw.
Yeah, I did catch. He does that all the time.
Oh, does he?
I think there's a bunch of those. I think there's a bunch of those inside jokes he used to do on commentary and PWG that he tries to fit in. One of the things is, he would always say nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow every single time somebody would hit it, which is quite often on the Indies.
And then everybody would kick out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it's funny. I mean, I do love Excalibur's just random shit.
It's funny in AEW because that's Sheeta's finish, so she hits that all the time, and he says that nobody does kick out.
So actually, he gets to be right. When everybody came out for the big schmoz and all that shit, I was fucking terrified when Darby toped Matt
again.
Oh, I know.
As soon as he started running, I was like, well, Matt Hardy's not going to catch him, and Matt Hardy's going to break his leg. Like, I was expecting the absolute worst.
Yeah.
It's the old Jimmy legs, man.
Yeah. It looked a little. I thought it was rougher than it was. I thought he broke.
I've seen guys in the Indies that are like, you know, Wardlow's size, height-wise, maybe not build-wise, but they can barely catch a guy running and diving.
I do that same between the middle and bottom rope dive, and I did it to Onyx one time, who's a huge fucking human being, and I almost knocked him into the first row.
There's a lot of force coming through that, so that's why I was like, oh, man, he's going to – like, they're all about to get hurt. But glad they didn't.
Again,
they do it too much.
Post-match attack, like always. Yeah. And then so they have this good match, and they end the show with Darby Allin beating up Matt Hardy on the floor, which is not what any of us wanted to see. We just want to see this match and see Darby Allin or John Silver win. I didn't really care, but I just want to see a real.
The ideal ending of the show would be Sting joining Dark Order and
match,
playing games with them.
Yeah, that'd work too. Yeah, I definitely don't want to watch Darby Allin.
Or that, I guess.
I do think Matt is going to be more relegated to the manager, but he manages a woman and 2 teams, so I don't think any of them are going to get a TNT title shot. It probably will be Matt.
Is it? I mean, I assume they think it's to put Darby over and give him some victories over names. You know what I mean? But it's really just giving good matches. We don't care if he beats names. And most of these guys who watch AEW are smart marks. They don't really care if you beat a name. They just care about the quality of the work.
I do feel like, though, AEW has a thing where they tell people to, like, let's try to make sure we get everyone punching everybody else at some point. That way, if we ever want to do a match, we can say, this happened 4 weeks ago. Like, because dudes...
13 months ago, they touched each other's...
Like, there's always just so many random fights.
Gentle.
Well, before the show ends, I got to go to Jason's hot takes. A lot of them are takes.
Again,
we've
where
already
is
had,
Jason
but
now? Did he get eaten by a shark this week again?
The intro. He's in
Doing
Muncie,
that
Indiana,
pro-am bowling
with
tournament?
Gary Gergich. There's a yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's going there for research for
wow.
jasonsfanfic.com. So he put
Is that a
Kenny
real
and Seidel
British
was
god? I want.
fan-damn-tastic. That's his.
It's not really a hot
line.
take.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh,
Hangman. Yeah. Well, I mean, I call this Jason's hot take. Some of them are just warm or like, I don't know,
There
not
we
even
go.
warm. Room temperature. Jason's room temperature
Bad
takes.
mental picture.
Hangman and Bononi. He said it was okay. Blah blah. Same thing we said. He's like nothing special in the promo with Archer, Britt, or Christians all in a row. He said the Pinnacle and Varsity Blondes was solid. We kind of agreed. Taz promo was blah. QT. Cody sent it up with my heart is not in this. I guess Cody said my heart is not in this, and he's like that summed up that whole segment. Cody the Kenny promo. Maybe this is why Cutler didn't get much in, so Cody could run him down.
Yeah, I'm like, what does that mean? Like he's so.
He also liked the whole I choose you, I didn't choose AEW gimmick, which I love that too. He's like, Jay's promo did the job, I guess. He's like, Ms. and Mrs. looks good. I mean, Rhodes to the top preview looks good. Well, Nyla looks super sloppy and slow. Same thing we said. The Hardy promo, Miro promo, nothing happened. Yeah, pretty much. Next week card is pay-per-view quality.
Let me try and think what's on it. We got the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid versus the Good Brothers and Kenny. That's pay-per-view quality. I honestly...
Yeah.
Arn Anderson
QT and Cody.
Quality, I'll tell you that much. The Arcade Anarchy.
That's true.
I can see that being on a paper.
Yeah, there's also Christian Cage and Kazarian.
I don't know.
Which should be good, but I'm not going to say that's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You said Kenny and the Good Brothers against Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid.
No.
They haven't. Maybe. I don't know.
Are we assuming Darby and Matt Hardy?
They would probably advertise that ahead of time.
I would think so. Well, there's already... How many matches did you say was on this week's episode?
So I'll give Jason's score first.
6. So there's already 5 announced. So
6, yeah.
So, I mean, with 5 matches announced, there might be
arcade match.
One random match thrown in there, but this is probably the full card. I mean, I guess this is like a WWE Fastlane pay-per-view card.
Yeah, because the arcade match will be long.
Might as well be.
Don't put that evil on them.
So Jason's score blows my mind. He gave it a 65. I think if he did in the podcast, he might have brought that down some.
And I really do go through. I rate each segment. I average it out. I turn it into 100, and then have a legitimate what I feel the show did. This week I got a 49, right around mid-level. I mean, tag was fucking amazing, and I liked Pinnacle's promo. But there was just a lot of Nyla Rose. Wow.
I gave it a 37. So I'm a little lower than you.
Jesus. So the range is 65 to 35?
We kept on going down.
Yeah, I mean, there were too many promos. Like, even if they would just space them out a little bit, but it's just...
I think promo stuff doesn't bother me as much because I understand it. Like, they want to be the alternative to WWE. WWE, if they're not using you in a current storyline, they just make you sit in catering. Here, they don't want to make anyone feel like they're not part of the team, so they try and cram too much stuff on. But at least you can say, I haven't been on TV in a month, because you'll at least get a 20-second promo like Scorpio Sky.
But I also think we're biased because we're the boys and we want spots.
I don't even know if it makes it